Hello everyone, today is February 16th, 2025, and in today's video I'm going to be looking at what to expect from the stock market this year, as well as some potential names that I'm looking into for some long-term investments. So let's get right into it. Starting out with the S&P 500, we're looking strong. We are testing all-time highs at the moment. I would definitely look for a break above this zone here, especially if we can hold above that kind of $609 level. I also want to highlight these vertical lines here. This one represents the election and this one represents the inauguration of Donald Trump. I will point out that both of these days are extremely green, which definitely shows a lot of support from investors for this administration in terms of stocks. Going down to the Qs, we basically have the same situation, very green on election and inauguration. I think tech stocks have a lot of growth in store for them over the next 4 years with potential deregulation and tax cuts. So I'd definitely watch for a break of the all-time high. You can see in the past we have had moments where we consolidate around a certain level, and then once we get to break above it, there is usually a lot of growth in store. So that's definitely what I am looking out for here on the Qs. So our first name is going to be Coinbase. I'm sure you all have heard of this. I just think it can really only grow. Just Trump is very pro cryptocurrency. Um, the morale is high. We've seen what El Salvador has been able to do with essentially rebuilding an entire economy off of crypto. And I think that if, potentially a couple other countries follow in their footsteps, Coinbase has a lot of room to grow along with the crypto market. Moving on into our next name, we have Embraer. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. This is a Brazilian plane manufacturer. They have been, making a lot of money. They do have earnings coming up, so that is something to watch out for. But I definitely think that this company will grow. As the economies in a lot of South American countries will see some growth as well. Next up, we have New Holdings. This is a Brazilian-based bank that is spreading extremely quickly. It is digital and it has an excellent credit system. Over 56% of Brazilian adults are using this platform, and it is spreading very rapidly in Mexico and Colombia as well. I think that this stock definitely has room to grow. You can see we're at $13 right now. Again, watch out, earnings are coming up, so there could be some volatility around there. Next one is TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing. Yes, there could be some tariffs going into place that will impact the price of the stock, but overall, semiconductors are essential. The world needs them. Every developed country needs them, and this is one of the largest producers of these. So they're not going anywhere, is my point. They'll be here. If the tariffs come in, that might be unfortunate, but I think in the long term, they're just going to continue to grow. Our next company is IonQ. So this company is a quantum computing company, and what they attempt to do is give others access to quantum computing, mainly through the cloud, particularly research institutions like colleges, things like that. But pretty much any application, you can use a quantum computer remotely, which I think is a very good idea for a company, and I think that they will see more growth as quantum computing continues to get better, along with AI. Next one, CrowdStrike, tech stock, a lot of growth. They hit their earnings pretty much every time, which is insane. And once again, deregulation, tax cuts could let this grow even more. Obviously, it's trading very high right now. Maybe there could be a dip, a Bible dip, but I do think that this one is going to see a lot more growth over the next 4 years. Next up, we have SoundHound. Now, this one has only really seen growth recently with a lot of hype around AI. But what this company does is they make voice interpretation AI for things like restaurants, for like a drive-through or kiosk. They make it for cars, smart devices, hospitality. Overall, I think there's a lot of room for these sort of improvements. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to a drive-through where there's AI speaking to you. As of right now, I mean, it's pretty bad. I think that the more that goes into developing that, the better it's going to get. And I think companies like SoundHound are going to help with that. And there's a lot of room in the market to, for restaurants to save money by replacing, people with AI. And I think that this company is going to see some growth because of that. Next up, Lemonade. This is an insurance company. Insurance has definitely been getting a bad rap lately in the media, but they've been making money. They've seen a bunch of growth, and they're relatively new to the insurance game. And I think that now is a pretty solid time for a newer insurance company to see some more growth. They've obviously had a lot of growth here and have pulled back quite a bit, so you would be getting, a much better price. Definitely watching Lemonade. I think that they will grow this year, and I think that they run their company quite well. Next up, American Express. This is just a really nice looking chart. It's just seen consistent growth, consistently met its earnings, and it pays you dividends, so that's great. American Express has been really good lately with getting, younger clientele. The app is extremely easy to use. They offer good credit solutions. I think that they're just going to continue to grow, so I'm definitely looking into this one. And the last one's Lockheed Martin. This one, it will really only become an opportunity if we see, more U.S. defense spending, which I'm sure we will, but it is, in quite a downtrend right now. But I'm definitely watching it for a potential reversal. But it definitely needs to be accompanied by some news before I'm willing to invest here. This is quite a bad looking chart, but I do think that it will reverse and continue to go up as military spending increases with this new administration, potentially, calling the southern border, national emergency, military getting involved there, could see, some increases in defense spending and Lockheed Martin stock price. But anyways, guys, those are the names that I've picked out. Once again, this is not financial advice. These are just my opinions, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next week.